Yo, 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 what up, Raider Nation? Welcome in to another exciting episode of the Raider Ragu Show. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please download the show wherever you get your podcast at. Let's not forget our sponsor, shebangboutique.com. We know that's SHEE Boutique.com. Go over there and get your girl something unique and fly. Do that for me. Good looking. All right, guys. We got week 11, Monday Night Football, Raiders versus Cowboys in Vegas. Both teams underachieving as this point of the season comes along. The Cowboys are 3-5-1. They'll be coming out of their bye week. And the Raiders are 2-7. So, yeah, let's talk about some injuries. The Raiders had a few guys on there still lingering. But for the most part, the Raiders are pretty healthy for this time of the year. It's already November. So the Raiders list Tyler Lockett. They list Cody Lindenberg. They list Aiden O'Connell, Dylan Parham, and Isaiah Polamau. So Aiden, Dylan, and Isaiah all practice full today. So shout out to Aiden, man. Aiden is back. Still on the team. He's like an OG at this point. Lockett was limited. He has a knee. So we know Aiden was right wrist. Dylan Parham is ankle. Isaiah Polamau is hip. But those three guys were full. Tyler has a knee. He's limited. Lindenberg did not practice with Achilles, so he probably will not be playing. Not Steelers. I don't know why I'm thinking about Steelers. The Cowboys had quite extensive injury report. Of all their guys, I think everybody's gone. Everybody that was hurt on the Cowboys is gone. All right, so they had a bit of an extensive injury report, but with them coming out of the bye week, everybody's healthy. They're going to be a full go. So we're going to have two full teams with all their guys. Minus, the big name guys on the offensive line for the Raiders. Jackson Powers Johnson, and Colton Miller will not be playing. They're both on IR. But they don't list IR guys. They just list guys that are going, week to week. There's no week-to-week injuries. Everybody's a full go on both teams. All right, so let's get into it. What do the Raiders got to do to pull out a victory this week? First and foremost, when you turn on the tape with the Cowboys, you understand that they have an outstanding passing game, outstanding offense as far as the pass goes. Two big weapons on the outside with C.D. Lamb and George Pickens. And then they hitting the running back, Blue. Also, their other running back, their other slot / utility guy, Turpin, they use him. They also use Javonte Williams, the other running back. He's kind of the workhorse, just slam it in there and play action and whatnot, and pass block. And then they got the weapons at tight end as well. So, and then Dak brings it all together. And they got some decent play calling there with Brian Schottenheimer. Brian Schottenheimer looks to be calling the plays. He's over there with the play sheet, son of Marty. Marty's over there dialing it up. The Cowboys look good on offense. Another thing about them, though, just like the Raiders, they get a lot of penalties, dumb stuff that shoots them in the foot, drive killers, absolute just snake bitten type penalties. It's crazy. It was like watching the Raiders almost, man. You get the ball to the 1 yard line, third down, and then somebody false starts. You know what I'm saying? Now it's 3rd and 6. Much tougher play, and then you don't even get a touchdown. You end up having to kick a field goal off of that. That's the type of stuff that happens to them. No, I'm not talking about the Raiders. Yeah, you thought I was saying something about the Raiders. Oh, no, that's them. That's the Pokes. The Cowboys do the same thing. And besides getting a lot of penalties, they have been, and they get penalties on offense and defense. All right, let's let that be clear. Be clear on that. It's not just limited to one side of the ball. They will get dumb penalties. Their defense is suspect. They went out and got some help by way of Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson of the Jets. Quinnen Williams, Jets. Logan Wilson, Cincinnati. Got a D tackle and a lineman, respectively. And that's going to help. Don't get me wrong. Getting a guy like Quinnen Williams is going to help. He is a legitimate problem. But the Cowboys' problems on defense are deeper than just a surface fix, a mid-season pickup type of fix, and then everything is going to start going right. I do not believe that. Jerry Jones is trying to still make up for the Micah Parsons trade. He's trying to save face by going out and grabbing a guy like Quinnen Williams. And I don't blame him. He's trying. Quinnen Williams is definitely a top name and a good player in the league, all-pro type guy. I do think Quinnen will be chomping at the bit to get loose, like a caged animal almost. No disrespect, because he hasn't played football. It's going to be 3 weeks. He had 2 straight buys because of the trade, right? The Jets traded him on a bye week. And then when he got to the Cowboys are on a bye week. And they playing Monday night. So he's at the longest possible wait that you can have. He's ready to ball. And he's in a new city, wanted to show out for the fans. I expect him to be a full load, on Monday. A full load, Monday. So be ready for that. Oh, by the way, we're probably going to be starting a rookie guard. The Dallas Cowboys just picked up one of the best D tackles in football, and I believe we're going to start a rookie guard out of necessity. And I'm not criticizing not starting Kappa. Don't get me wrong. I'm not, sitting up in here talking about we should be starting Kappa over the Rook. I'm saying get the guys in there, let the young guys play, especially at this point. But it is what it is. We have to block a really good defensive tackle, and one of the guys blocking is going to be a rookie. I believe Parham is going. Oh, Parham is going. We just talked about that. Parham is going, so Parham will be ready on the other side, and then Meredith. Those are the 3 interior O linemen for the Raiders. With Caleb Rogers, looks like he's going to slide over to the left guard. I believe that's how they're going to do it, and then switch Parham, or they just going to slide Caleb right into the right guard. Anyway, we're going to have a rookie guard, blocking Quinnen Williams. And then Forsythe and Glaze. I think they should let Grant play as well, but that's just me. I guess they feel like he's not ready. Speaking of not ready, draft picks being not ready, I believe there is an inner turmoil. This is a sidebar here. I believe there is an inner turmoil in the Raiders. I believe the Raiders and us as the fans are kind of caught up in it too. They're caught up in something, and it's a old versus new, or a young versus old kind of dynamic, right? The head coach, Pete Carroll, older guy in his 70s, he's in total win now. And it's getting a little bit ugly. I don't know who's going to survive. I don't think Pete wanted to trade Jacoby Myers. Pete wants to win right now, where Spy Tech wants to play his picks. Right? Spy Tech and I believe Chip Kelly don't want to run Ashton Genty too much with this team right here. They want to build with him. And they don't want to ruin him with a team that's not good in their eyes. Pete Carroll feels like it's going to turn around any game now, and the guys, a light bulb's going to come on in the guys, and they're going to start winning. But how can he do that if you keep taking his good players away? So this is what we're working with right now, and I believe that Spy Tech, Brady, and Chip Kelly are all together, and it's just Mark and Pete. So we're going to stay tuned for that. That's a little dynamic that's working. Yeah, basically the old guys against the younger guys. We'll see who wins out in that. You know, one of the older guys happens to be the majority owner, though. So we'll see what happens. But I think that's a dynamic that's going on right now. Spy Tech wants to go ahead and get the rookies out there. Pete's claiming the rookies aren't ready, like especially the linemen. And Spy Tech wants them out there. Chip Kelly is not running heavy dosages of Ashton on purpose because they don't want to ruin him. Stay tuned for that. But Dallas defense is suspect. Dallas defense can be ran upon, and I think it will. I don't think Quinnen will change that. Right? I think they'll be a little bit better against the run, but they're not finna all of a sudden wake up and call themselves, you know, a top run stopping team or a top defense at all. They're not just gonna get two guys and go from being the worst defense to the best, right? They can only hope to come to the middle of the pack, if that. But Quinnen will be there to show his, you know what, that night because he's gonna be with a new team, as will Logan Wilson, right? Logan Wilson's going to be eager to show what he can do as well. So they got two new guys, and it's going to be interesting to see how we handle them. But the Raiders do have a shot because this offense has the Cowboys' defense has been a little bit suspect, and our offense.
Ready. On first down, they go back to Dobbins. And waiting for him there are the Cowboys, including Kenneth Murray.
Usually they got a lot of screens, little things starting the game.
2nd and 9. Good handoff. Good fake handoff. And there it goes over to Mims. Dallas brings the rush. Nix gets it away, and it's incomplete. Going for Sutton over on the side where
offside, number 53 was lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
On the Cowboys, as Surtain just come out of the tent. Here's a 3rd and 2. Nix, good throw this time, and running in space down to the 40-yard line is Troy Franklin. That goes for 26.
I want you to watch Bo right here. He's going to be looking left, and this is going to move the inside backers when he comes back right. And that opens a big lane there for Franklin. Great patience in the pocket. Sometimes.
Good job, Trace. Here's a 2nd and 10. They go with Harvey on the toss, and there goes Harvey. Harvey's got a first down. Harvey's looking for the end zone. Harvey takes it home.
Has been able to move the rock at times. We just shoot ourselves in the foot with bad penalties and drops. And that's the type of stuff that we got to, you know, not have. We got to cut that out. But the Raiders can have action against this offense. Now, I'll tell you another thing that's scary. Another thing the Cowpokes do well is special teams. They have good returns, good return game. Turpin is one of the top returners in the league. All right. And then they got one of the top kickers in the league. The guy is kicking, 70-yarders. So
for Brandon Aubrey in this altitude, he probably could give it a go from 74, but this is 24, and he just chips it home.
Strength is special teams. What has been the Raiders' weakness this season? Well, judging by the special teams coach, Tom McMahon, getting his ass fired a few days back, special teams has been a weakness. So the Cowboys' strength, one of the strengths of their team is special teams. One of the weaknesses of the Raiders is special teams. We haven't covered well. We've had kicks and punts blocked. We got a new guy, Coach Swinton. We'll see if he can get all that coached up and changed around overnight. But as of right now, AJ has been playing well. AJ is tough. AJ got paid, too. That's why, Carlson, you have not got paid. And I don't think you will be getting paid. I don't think you will be a Raider next year. You've blown too many football games. Like I said, I ain't got to go over it again, but I will. You missed an extra point. We lost by 1. You missed a field goal. We lost by 3. This is reality. We had kicks blocked for game. Game trying kicks blocked. Punts blocked. Huge returns. Punt returned. Tuds. So that's going to be something to watch. If I know that our return, our coverage units are sus, what you think Kevontae Turpin is thinking? He's like, ooh, baby. I'm finna get mine. But the Raiders on defense, you have to get closer to CD or he will torch you.
Ferguson, who's off to a monster start as well.
Yes.
2nd and 1. They fake it this time on the handoff. And looking down the field, Prescott's throw. It is caught. Lamb tackled down at the 3-yard line. He got separation on Moss. And the Cowboys are poised at the 3-yard line. 50-yard pass, 30-yard pass play to Lamb.
With the other guy, George Pickens, across from him, you have to be physical.
Going with the 1. No, man was wide open.
Yep.
He threw the interception. He fake it to Williams. Prescott throws, and that's knocked down. Trying to go to Pickens, and it was Surtain. It's interesting. They got Surtain.
And he handles him. He's got to run all the way across the field, which is hard for corners. We're talking about one of the best in the game, if not the best cornerback.
Oh, he came down off.
Or he will sign you. If we can be strong against the run, physical with Pickens, and stay close to CD while getting after Dak, we can have success. We can beat the Cowboys. On offense, heavy dosages of Genty and Eugene. Don't you ever let anybody hold you to just one attempt of Bowers. When in doubt, get the rock to Brock. He's doubled up. Still hit him sometimes. But find the right guy and hit him. And if you're over there getting singled up because of Brock, whoever you are, Tucker, Thornton, Besh, Lockett, Mayer, Genty, whoever, make a play. Make a play when the plays are there to be made. Genty should eat against these guys. Bowers should be able to eat against these guys. Lockett should be able to get some. Thornton, I'm looking for you to snap out of the fast and trash. Offense has got to play complementary football to the defense. Not these 3 and outs, running 50-something plays to the other team's 80. None of that bull jive. Get in there, run some plays, get some first, move the football, start the football. You can get right against these guys. AD is not that tough. Defense, all you got to do is ball out. Play like you did against Denver. Play like you did against Chicago earlier this year. Minus a couple little hiccups. And you can beat these guys. You can beat these guys. Now, I haven't picked the Raiders to lose on not one of these shows. And I ain't about to do it now. 31-30 Raiders, I ain't going to hold you.